In this video, we're going to talk about how prospects and clients find family law attorneys. And the reason why this is so important is because a lot of you are spending so much money on marketing and it's going nowhere for you. And it's because it's a different process to attract family law clients than it is personal injury or business or even any other type of client on the internet. You have to understand the psychology of your prospect if you want to bring them in properly. So what I mean by that is if you've ever been impacted by a divorce or a separation or child custody, you know that it is a long, painful, stressful, anxiety-ridden process. And a lot of the times, people will begin this search if they're just fighting with their spouse. You might be doing research on child custody laws around you, or how to protect my business assets, or is my wife cheating on me? Whatever that looks like, that could take years to come to fruition before they're actually ready to contact an attorney to begin that actual process. And the problem is a lot of your marketing is geared towards people that are in market right now, and you're missing out on the much larger audience and the much larger pool of people that you can nurture and bring into your ecosystem. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through what I call the family law acquisition funnel. It's gonna show you all the different tactics that actually work to bring in prospects and new clients into your family law firm. So let's jump on my computer over here and take a look. So there are 4 stages to this funnel. There's top funnel or awareness, and that's channels that drive top of mind awareness for prospects. Now, a lot of lawyers think that's like billboards and radio and TV spots, but it's not, and I'm gonna show you exactly what that is. The second part of the funnel is recall, and this is that channels that produce leads after the decision to hire legal help. So this is kind of what I just alluded to earlier, was that not everyone who is in market is actually in market to hire you now, and there's a very long process before that needs to be addressed as well if you're going to drive as many leads as possible. The next stage down is discovery. So these are channels that produce leads from prospects seeking legal help. And the final stage down is selection. So these are channels that influence the decision process on who to hire. Now, a lot of you struggle with marketing and lead generation because you don't fully understand this funnel, and specifically you don't understand this funnel as it applies to the family law selection process. So let's go through now and let's identify all the different traffic sources and channels that lead to these different stages in the funnel, and how you can interconnect all these things to create a digital ecosystem that produces fruit for you on a flywheel basis. So at the top here, at the awareness stage, we have platforms like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. Like I said, is that the process before the decision to hire an attorney is very long, it's very painful, and people need a lot of information. And that's kind of the beauty of the internet now from the consumer side, is that you have the ability now to find this information without having to hire or pay for an attorney. So again, a lot of attorneys are focused on that consultation or selling the retainer fee, but not understanding that these people are probably out doing their own research for a very, very long period of time. And that's gonna dramatically impact their selection process in terms of who they want to work with. Creating content for these platforms, specifically short form content for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, just small tips. 5 ways to protect your business if you're going through a separation or a divorce. What are the child custody laws in XYZ Florida? Just continuously producing this type of content is going to help you to spread your net much wider. And this is how you build top of mind awareness. Is that then when somebody is ready to make a decision, they're going to recall that content that they saw. And also the beauty of the internet is that you can then target those people who have seen that content and with ads to make very specific offers to bring them into your ecosystem to become a lead. YouTube is also really important here because YouTube is also a search platform. So longer form content that people are actually searching for. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're going to serve that content to basically people that those platforms know are in market based on the activity on their phone. So if somebody's like texting their friends or doing a lot of Google searches for information about divorce or custody, then these platforms are going to know that and they're going to be serving content. So you just put that content out, it will find those people. Even if it's only getting 10, 15, 20 views per video, keep doing it. The more you do, the better. Do 1 per day. In 1 year from now, you're going to look back, you're going to have a totally different business. But YouTube is going to be a little more long form. We're talking about 5, 10, 15-minute videos that dive into things that are much meatier, much chunkier, that are much more search-based because people are searching for those, actively searching for them. YouTube is a tremendous platform for that. So now let's talk about the recall stage. So really what happens here is mainly referrals. So referrals are always going to be your bread and butter for really any law firm, whether that's family, injury, business, whatever that may be. Any business model, actually, my business too, referrals are the best because it's coming in warm. If somebody who has been through a divorce before or been through child custody, has a recommendation for a lawyer, those are going to close like that, especially because their peers are probably in the same economic group. And you are going to know that coming in, that if they're referred from a past client, then they're probably going to be qualified to hire you and work with you. And plus, they're not going to need as much convincing as somebody comes off the street. Now, the challenge with referrals in the family law space is that this is a very private matter. People aren't going to go on their Instagram stories and be like, hey, I cheated on my wife. I need somebody who's going to protect me for custody rights. That's not going to happen. And even asking a friend for something like that is very, very personal. If I were in that situation, I don't think I would do that. Now, of course, there's so many divorces, unfortunately, that happen in this country that pretty much everybody over the age of 35 knows somebody who's been impacted by a divorce. And if they see them happier afterwards, then yeah, you might be able to reach out to that person, get a referral. But referrals are very, very difficult to baseline. They're very difficult to forecast. They're going to come in based on your reputation and the more clients that you service. So you need an engine to attract more leads to build your base of referrals. People aren't just going to refer them to you for whatever reason. The referrals come based on happy clients. The next step down is discovery. This is the most important part of the funnel for any lawyer, any business, but especially family law, because this is where the focal point is. So everything in here, in this part of the funnel, is search-focused content, because those are the people that are going out and saying, I need help with this, whether that's more informational queries like, what are the laws on child custody after infidelity? If you have content on that targeted to your state, that's somebody searching for that, that's hyper specific. If somebody's searching for that, they were impacted by that. They're not searching for that for a friend, most likely. They're probably searching for that for themselves. And search platforms are private. Google is one of those private places on the internet where you can search for stuff that nobody's going to know about. So again, talking about people that maybe you've just been fighting with your husband or your wife and you've just been thinking about this and you're planning it, you can search for this information over a long period of time very privately without anybody knowing where you're just beginning that process. So these platforms not only are going to help for people that are like, hey, I need a divorce attorney now, I need a child custody attorney now, but also for the people that are looking over a longer period of time, you can bring them in and nurture them and influence them as well. And the tactics that work really well here are local SEO. So that's ranking in that Google Maps pack. If you search for divorce attorney near me, those 3 pack with the map and the reviews. Best placement out of Google. LSAs or local service ads. Those are the local ads that show up on top, the Google verified ads for local queries. Pay-per-click ads. Those are the pay-per-click ads that show up underneath the local service ads. Traditional SEO, which is also website content, creating content for informational queries. And then, like I said, YouTube as well. YouTube is one of the best strategies that I know for any law firm, but specifically family law, because there's so much that you can talk about there. If you're in the injury accident space, it's what to do after a car accident, then you're out of ideas. But YouTube, there's so much that you can talk about in terms of the topics, in terms of the feelings, the pain points that somebody's going through. There's a ton that you can attack as well. And then the bottom of the selection process. So after someone's discovered you and now they're saying, okay, I have 3 lawyers that I'm talking to, how do I select? Well, 1, intake. You should have great intake. That's going to convince them that you're the case. If you get them on the phone, they should become a client. But what also should be in here, reviews and reputation. So getting reviews on your Google business profile is critical, not only to convince people, but also for SEO rankings. Reviews on your Google business profile are going to be huge, but then also on sites like Avvo, FindLaw, Super Lawyers, all these different review aggregator websites are going to help to really build your digital reputation, help people convince people that you're the attorney that they want to hire. Meta ads are great for this too. So specifically retargeting ads. So if they've been to your website, if they've seen some of your content before, this is what I was referring to at the awareness stage, we can then serve them the ads because we know that they're somewhat interested and make them offers to book a call, make them offers for consultations, provide more content to them that's a little bit deeper in the funnel. Before you hire a divorce attorney, know these 3 things. Something like that is a little bit deeper in the intent funnel. We can serve them content at that part. And then again, a direct link to book a call, schedule a time, or just call your firm directly. Meta ads are great for that. And then email and text messaging. So because this is a long process, somebody could be 2 years in the searching or going through this process before they're ready to actually hire an attorney. If you're able to build an email list or a text message list, then you can stay top of mind to people. Meta ads are a great way to build an email list by giving away free resources like the Single Father's Guide to Navigating Divorce. I don't know, something like that. You get them to opt in. If somebody opts in for that, you know that they are a match demographically, psychographically, and just emotionally for where they are, that they were willing to give you their email address to get that asset. And you can build that over time and just continuously feed them content and information. Email and text is a great way to do that. So this is the ecosystem that you want to focus on. Anything outside of this, you don't really need to do. It's completely up to you. If you want to throw up some billboards, be my guest, but it should be after you've invested in these channels, which is, again, organic social, short form video, search marketing all the way, remarketing ads on Facebook, and just overall content production and generation. This is going to be your engine that drives your leads for your family law firm. This is what you want to focus on. If you need help with this, we do this in our Sleep for a Family Lawyer. So there's a link below this to book a call with me directly. We'll talk about your law firm, where you are right now, what you've done for marketing in the past, and I can overlay this framework on your business and show you exactly what it will look like when this is producing fruit for your business at scale. Make sure to hit that link below and book a call. If not, I'll see you in the next video.